when someone attacks you for being who you are.
Remember, there are more of us.
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 Wait, what?
Let's go!
Hello there, Katarn here. I'm taking the video down. If it resonated with you, that's great. I still stand by the sentiment, but the execution and circumstances cannot be defended. We can, we will, we must do better. Katarn here.
His co-host used a burner account called Steve Palpatine to harass me and my podcast, including in the chat during our live shows. We caught him and he admitted everything.
Social media should be a place where we can share our love for the franchise.
Ash Rendar wasn't even a female. They were a 36-year-old man pretending to be a 25-year-old woman. They didn't just talk, they sexted people. Ash Rendar sent nudes of other women to their victims.
What I did was wrong. I hope some will see past my mistakes and remember the good times we had.
You're a stupid bitch. Little pussy crying to everyone about me. Just wait for my response.
A whore is crumbling. This is restitution. But our payments are far from over.
I know we're all sick of this person, but just putting out a full update on the situation towards this account because it's just getting old. Ash Rendar confessed they were a catfish. They deleted their account. People went digging and found the person they suspected to be behind that account. You, a random child, made an account called Ash Rendar 1 to pretend to be the original Ash and harass people. You since have waited long enough for that username to become available, and you recently removed the 1 from your name. I know this based on previous tweets and the date your account was made. Star Wars Outlaws.
Star Wars Outlaws?
What if I told you that the Ash Rendar account was now under control of the Dark Lord of the Sith?
No, that's not possible. The Shills would be aware of it.
This account, it's back. It's posting, and some people are saying it's not her, but I don't know.
Yeah.
This person's a weirdo.
Yeah, they could have just one day off of social media, and they missed the attention. Who knows? What a crazy story, huh, chat?
Hundreds of Disney shills are now being trolled by a Sith Lord called Darth Melvin.
I don't believe you.
Steve Palpatine was once in league with Pete Fletcher, but he was betrayed by the network. He went to Melvin for help, told him everything. Now a new network rises, and it won't be stopped. I'm not denying it.
And what if I did do it? Even though I admit to nothing and never will. What does that make me?
Melvin, Ash Rendar, what if it's all bullshit?
Then the Shills will all be triggered. But how would that be different from any other day?
Is Darth Vader my father? Your father is.
This confirms it for Luke and with the audience that Vader wasn't being deceptive and telling the truth. I'm not going to do that with Shill Wars. I like the confusion. I like the mystery.
This is a shill war, and we are soldiers. Death to Disney Star Wars can come at any time and in any place. Now consider the alternative. What if I am right? What if the prophecy is true? What if Melvin is the puppet master of the Shill War? Isn't that worth fighting for? Isn't that worth dying for?
The sky! I have never in my life seen anything like it before!
Louise Julie is not really asexual. That is one box she fraudulently checks. She has a long history of being sexually attracted to people. She's a liar and a con artist. At Louise Julie Bluesky Social, this is Restitution. Darth OnlyFans' quest for restitution has led him to Bluesky, taking a shot at Louise Julie, again calling her out for her fake asexuality. Louise Julie disagrees, complaining about it a couple months earlier in Discord.
Fake everything, basically. Fake asexual because I said Manny was pretty. Fake asexual because I have a partner. Apparently I scam people and never give nudes like promised. When it says everywhere I don't do nudes. Ever, never, ever.
I mean, you literally said it.
He's salty he didn't get nips, to be honest.
Bro is butthurt that he didn't read directions and paid anyway. Ha! Loser!
Maybe you should just stop being fake, Louise. Yeah, I guess. I'll stop faking my disabilities and sexuality. Hey guys, my name is Louise, and I'm an able-bodied woman who likes only men. Star Wars ain't laws.
Star Wars ain't laws.
Darth OnlyFans makes some really good points. He's not claiming you only like men, just that you have sexual attraction, which contradicts your asexuality. There's the screenshots he provided, as well as this one I found. All capitals. He's so sexy. Then there's this one.
Happy Pride Month. Proud to be pansexual.
So Louise Julie is pansexual. She's attracted to people of any gender, regardless of their gender identity. This is the exact opposite of asexual, which describes a sexual orientation characterized by little to no sexual attraction to others. So something drastically changed. I'd argue it's Louise Julie's mental illness and not her sexuality. Oh, but she's a pan-romantic asexual. She just desires an emotional connection and a romantic relationship. There isn't a desire of sexual activity. Then why does she always talk about how hot all the characters are?
Honey, oh.
Don't waste your time. At Louise Julie Bluesky Social is asexual.
Darth OnlyFans continues his assault on Bluesky, and Louise Julie noticed, posting in her Discord.
If any of y'all use Bluesky, please report. They followed me across. Bluesky are better with reports though, so hopefully they'll get removed. Report them either for spam or for harassment.
On it. I can't find him.
Looks like reporting has worked.
Damn, Bluesky are quick. Love that.
Confirmed. Yeah, and they followed you there? I'm glad they are gone just like that.
Hell yeah! Love Bluesky team!
Unfortunately,
Bluesky was quick to act and terminated the account.
Whoever works on the Bluesky report/support team are amazing! Thank you!
Despite the setback and realization that restitution could not be carried out on Bluesky, Darth OnlyFans continued on Twitter.
Your Bluesky account didn't last long, dick.
At Louise Julie thinks she could hide on Bluesky. She can escape restitution.
Ha ha ha, the hell is your crazy ass talking about?
Can someone make Grievous big naturals? Asking for a friend.
This isn't convincing me that the Star Wars fandom ain't a bunch of freaks, to be honest.
Louise Julie also claims to be asexual. This is a lie. She's a sexual freak. Her boyfriend regularly pounds that ass of hers, which contains anal warts.
And not long after teasing for a while, Ash Rendar finally decided to make their channel and go live. They broadcasted it on Twitter. This is peak entertainment, and I went live to react to this crazy bitch.
Hello there. I'm Ash Rendar, and welcome to my channel.
Fucking Ash Rendar. Oh, there's a three likes, 2 downvotes. I think we're gonna have to give this a like.
I'm extremely nervous. If you've seen some of my tweets recently, there are very powerful influencers that don't want me on the internet anymore.
If you've seen the Ash Rendar account on Twitter, really vocal about the shills going after fake news Kyle Katarn, Louise Julie, and Ash Rendar goes into that a little bit.
They're trying to intimidate me to get me off Twitter. They don't want me to start this YouTube channel. Represent the LGBTQ.
What's with this voice? Like it kind of sounds like the voice from the There Are More of Us video. It's not the same, but it kind of sounds similar. What do you guys think?
When someone attacks you for being who you are.
They're trying to intimidate me to get me off Twitter. They don't want me to start this YouTube channel.
When someone attacks you for being who you are.
Intimidate me to get me off Twitter.
When someone attacks you for being who you are.
They don't want me to start this YouTube channel.
They sound similar, but are different. It's a fake voice, but so is the first one. It can evolve over time. I tweaked the settings on mine since the first video. Different microphones. I don't think because it sounds different that it's definitive evidence this Ash Rendar is a fake.
Hi, I'm Tommy Stella. Hey y'all, I got word from someone still in contact with Ash that this account isn't her. I don't know what their goal is, but for the victim's sake, block if you haven't already. I'm Tommy Stella.
Tommy Stella isn't buying it, but Louise Julie thinks it's the original Ash.
After speaking with someone else involved, we've narrowed it down to likely being the original Ash Rendar. For anyone who's a part of the Twitter community, we think after he was caught out as a catfish, he made accounts to go after some of us. Me, Kyle, Tommy, Stella, etc. And just wants to stay relevant and cause more issues.
No one knows. The original Ash was a fake anyways. But if you remember from episode 10, the original Ash Rendar did reactivate and warned others. The new account floating around was a fake.
I reactivated just to say this. This is not me. And everything they're saying / have said about at Kyle Katarn, at Tommy Stella, at Louise Julie, and anyone else is bullcrap. Block them, report them, whatever. I will deactivate again once people see this message.
Open and shut case? Maybe. How do we know what their plan is? Maybe they reactivated because everyone said the new account was fake. So if they reactivate on the old account and gang up on the new account, maybe Ash could somewhat be restored in the eyes of the Shills. It didn't really play out like that. The old Ash quickly deactivated and was never to be seen again. Whatever they were trying to do, it didn't work. And it didn't stop the new account. They didn't win anyone back. Now Ash Rendar is live several months later, old Ash, new Ash, telling their story.
Something that these people claim to represent, but they really don't. They really don't, based on how they treated me.
Darth Ghostface taking a shot at Ash Rendar, catfish people for 7 years. What was fun about Shill Wars is, yes, she's guilty of catfishing, but the way that Ash Rendar was outcasted by the Shills, who should be accepting this freak behavior, they did not accept the freak behavior. I liked highlighting it, and there was people in the comments defending Ash Rendar, and I loved every minute of it. People like sympathizing with Ash Rendar. Maybe the Shills did treat her badly. But it's hard to get over the whole catfishing bullshit. Ash is Melvin's dark passenger. Maybe, you guys, maybe. Maybe I was Ash Rendar the whole entire time. For the past 7 years. It's possible. Maybe I'm just that deranged.
I started making a lot of friends. And then I was talking to a lot of people. And there's a lot of misinformation going around about me.
This is an incredible grift, Melvin.
It's not mine.
It's not me. Honestly, it's not mine.
I don't even know what this is. This sort of thing ain't my bag, baby.
It's not mine. It's not me. Judo chop.
Judo chop.
I was born a man. But I always felt that my gender was fluid. And it wasn't until a few years ago that I really started feeling more and more like a woman. And now today, as I speak to you, I am a woman.
People in the chat are speculating and think it's me behind the Ash Rendar account. And that's cool. I'm choosing ratings over clearing my name of any of it. The accusation came from a Twitter account called Count Dooku, who has since done absolutely nothing since then, which may or may not have been operated by myself, with the goal of planting this narrative. Regardless, random Twitter accounts can't be trusted. There's no credibility. Oh, Melvin made Shill Wars, he must be behind it all. That's what some are thinking. That's what Louise Julie's thinking. In January 2025, Louise Julie discovered the Shill Wars video, episode 7. She's dragging Grizzy into the mix. She's referencing the time in 2024 where she wanted to copyright claim Grizzy for reacting to her reactions of copyrighted material, just being a fake victim with that. And a lot of people called her a retard, and she cried about it. So because we make quote-unquote hate videos, we must be behind the Darth OnlyFans account. Because a bunch of clowns made a cringe virtue signal, There Are More of Us Disney Shill video, and I reported on it because it was the funniest thing I've ever seen, and there was a lot more backlash that happened because of that video, and I reported on it, makes me involved by default. I'm Ash Rendar. I also talked to Steve Palpatine, and now Louise Julie is saying on Darth OnlyFans. This is a complete circus. I would never join Louise Julie's OnlyFans. I do fully support the quest for restitution, but I work full-time. I do YouTube full-time. Yet somehow I have the time to be all these characters, trans female, the new SSW network, and carry out Darth OnlyFans' quest for restitution, on top of being Darth Melvin, leader of the Knights of Melvin, member of the Gatekeepers Alliance, avenging Star Wars.
No, the big problem, I'm not entirely innocent. I did take photos from someone that wasn't me.
So they admit that they took the photos.
I've apologized for that, but I don't even think they know about it, and I've deleted everything. But these people, when they found out, they wanted to narc on me, they wanted to do all sorts of stuff and get me in trouble legally, and I was very upset as it was, and they just tried to make everything worse for me. Even after I told them I deleted everything, I am guilty of taking the pictures, and I tried to make up for it. I've deleted the pictures, and I'm pretty sure that she never knew about it. But that's not enough for these people. They wanted blood. They wanted me to, I guess, die. You know how many times I thought about ending my life because of them? And they fight for trans rights.
Ash Rendar thought about ending her life because she was not accepted by the Shills, outcasted because they found out she was a man.
And then they tried to turn these conversations that I had with them that was sexual in nature, and they tried to make me come off as a predator. No, all these conversations I had, it was consensual.
It's possible I was actually in the original There Are More of Us video. I mean, we don't know how deep this goes. Darth OnlyFans continues his relentless attack on Louise Julie.
Louise Julie is a whore!
As a non-binary asexual, I'm so glad to know my existence ruins her life. Like, we live rent-free in her brain. She can't get rid of us. She's so mad about it.
She's a liar. She fucks this guy all the time.
Hey, pretty.
Louise Julie is a fake asexual.
Louise Julie whoring herself out to other companies.
If any companies would like to do some kind of Star Wars collab for May 4th, let me know! Always down to do promotions, unboxings, and stuff. I previously worked with companies such as Hasbro, Padawan Outpost, Noble Chairs, and Zavi! Email and bio links!
No one wants to do business with a whore!
It's barely even been announced, and I'm already trying to decide what cosplays I should do at Star Wars Celebration 2027.
She doesn't have a job. She stopped YouTube full-time. Where does this bitch come up with the funds to go to Star Wars Celebration? At Louise Julie rips off her OnlyFans subscribers. The nudes were not delivered. Restitution has begun. Restitution will be completed.
Darth OnlyFans exposing how much of a liar and fraud Louise Julie is.
I hate doing this, but I've had some bills come out at a particularly rough time. Not been working due to my health equals making no money. Oh! And I'm struggling. So I'm gonna leave my Ko-Fi just in case anyone would be willing to help out a tiny bit. Just a tiny $8 would go a long way.
A few months ago, here she is, at Louise Julie, the whore, begging for money. She can't pay her bills. But she's planning a trip to Star Wars Celebration in 2027? Ha 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 ha! She is a fraud and cannot escape restitution.
Times are so hard, begging for money, but 2 years out, you know you're going to Star Wars Celebration, across seas, in America, multiple day vacation. She knows this. She knows she's going to be there. If you have the money to take this vacation and you're so confident you're going to be there, why were you begging for money a few months back? It's because Louise Julie is a woke piece of shit that fakes her sexuality and, according to Darth OnlyFans, does not deliver nudes when promised.
Louise Julie is a whore. She's a fake asexual.
Bro is actually doing this because he paid money for her OnlyFans expecting nudes, but it clearly stated in the profile that she doesn't do any. This guy made this whole account to harass her because he was too stupid to read.
You're a fool. It also says in her profile she's asexual. That's not true as well. You're the one who's obsessed with a lying whore. At Louise Julie, everything about her is based on a lie.
Yeah, you are the crazy one. You just admitted you purposely created a Twitter account to stalk and harass someone because you were too dumb to read and wasted money.
The nudes were promised. She never delivered. This isn't harassment. It's restitution. Fake asexual.
You're fucking crazy, man.
You heard the simp, everybody. I'm the crazy one. I don't film myself pretending to like a show for money. I don't pretend to be asexual for clout. I don't beg followers for money, then use it to take a Star Wars vacation. Ha 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 ha! You just don't understand restitution.
About a year ago, Katarn started replying a lot to my tweets.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I was a little excited because he's a cute guy. He's pretty cute, and you know, he's got a big channel, and he's got ties to Lucasfilm, and I'm someone that I like talking about Star Wars in the fandom, but I do want to be famous. I do want to have a bigger channel. And so when Kyle started replying a lot to my tweets, I knew who he was, and immediately he was just aggressive, which was fine. It was welcomed, and clearly he wanted to get to know me a little more. Eventually, the replies, which was, he got to be like, on all my tweets, he'd be replying, and then it got to him sending me DMs. And almost immediately, they got pretty steamy. Because, you know, I think he's an attractive guy, and I wanted to talk to him a lot, and he wanted to talk to me, and so that's what it was. That's what it was for a couple months. And he was aggressive. He wanted to meet up with me. He wanted to pay for a plane ticket for me. And as much as I wanted to continue talking with him, I knew I was a little hesitant because it was moving fast. And I feel more comfortable online than meeting up in person. Our messages, the text turned into sex. Photos were exchanged. And so I didn't send him much, but he did send me quite a bit, and pictures of his penis, and it's yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too graphic on it, but that's what happened. And so overall, I thought it was a good time with him. I liked him. He liked me. And I don't know exactly where it was going, because it's not like he was the only person I was talking to.
He confirmed it.
I was talking to a few other guys.
Dick pics were sent. This was live too, like, this person's not laughing. I don't know if I can keep it together if it was me.
And that takes us to where Pete Flexer of the SSW network, he contacted Kyle and Louise Julie, and then Kyle reached out to me and asked if I wanted to be in this video. With all the haters, that don't like the Acolyte, and he wanted to know if I wanted to be in this video and speak out against it.
Pete Flexer, my asshole.
Pete Flexer, I strongly denounce this pathetic, childish behavior. My asshole.
And I've been having all these sexual conversations with everyone, and I figured that this was time to tell everyone, come clean about it. And I honestly, I was ashamed, but I didn't think they would act like this. I thought maybe I would take a break, a couple weeks, maybe a month. I'd apologize to them, and I thought we'd go back to being friends. I begged them to just stop it. But they want me off the internet. And I told them I'm not going away. I'm going to be a voice for the trans community, for Star Wars. That's what I'm going to be. And they can't stop me. They're transphobic bigots. That's what they are. They should be congratulating me. And again, I made mistakes, and I've apologized for that. But they don't care. Because it's not about my mistakes. They know what I am. And they don't approve. I've thought about reaching out to them. Some people that their names weren't mentioned when outcasting me, I did reach out to one. And they completely ignored me. Hold on, I'm going to pull up that conversation. I sent a DM to Element 7 with who's in Diet of the Forest with Darth Choco.
You can see they're logged into the Ash Rendar Twitter account. This looks like the Ash Rendar account that's been back since June 2024. So I think this confirms that this is the new Ash. Whether it's the old Ash or not, we don't know.
I thought maybe they might listen to me. Maybe they might give me a chance. So I sent a message. Hello there, I'm Ash. We recently collabed during the Acolyte. I was hoping we could collab again. There's been a lot of misinformation spread about me. I've been outcasted for coming out as trans. I'd like to be a positive force in the Star Wars fandom. I know your channel is very inclusive and can help set the record straight. Do you think I could be a guest in your podcast? No response to that. None. I was just heartbroken.
So, reached out
So after that, I
reached out to Element 7, who is a coward, by the way. Reached out to Element 7 and ignored Ash Rendar. Asked, hey, can I appear on the podcast? Ignored.
I thought we'd have a few people in here. Thought there'd be a little bit of a conversation, but maybe next time. I try to tell myself to stay positive. But it's hard when people don't want you around. They despise you. They want your very existence to be over. They don't accept you. Well, I don't accept how they're treating me, and I'm going to fight back.
Going to fight back.
I'll talk to you next time. Make sure to give me a follow on Twitter, because we're not done here. This is just getting started. May the Force be with you.
Just getting started. That was the only stream on Ash Rendar's channel. Not many showed up or cared, but her story was told. And perhaps she'll go live again.
Update, my laptop won't even handle DaVinci. I'm gonna have to wait until I'm back home from England next week to get all my content edited at my PC. I'm so sorry. If anyone wants to help towards, I'm thinking a MacBook Pro for when I'm traveling or stuck in bed, you can help here. I'm sad that I might become an Apple girly. Ah!
This dirty whore is begging for money again. Just recently, she confirmed she was going to Star Wars Celebration. This bitch is a liar. She doesn't need money. She has plenty of it. She only earns more by ripping off her OnlyFans subscribers. She never delivered the nudes.
Darth OnlyFans catches Louise Julie begging for money again.
Anyway, I said ages ago I was gonna do a Star Wars Q&A vid for YouTube. Ask me some questions you'd like answered about me, my Star Wars journey, etc. I know I asked this before, but I want fresh questions.
Why do you scam your OnlyFans subscribers?
Who would you like to see play Afra live action?
Do you realize Restitution is coming? Why are you such a dirty whore? Why do you pretend to be asexual when you have been sexually active with multiple men for years? Why do you promise nudes on your OnlyFans and not deliver?
Louise Julie never uploaded a Q&A to YouTube. In fact, her Andor reviews were the last videos on her channel for a very long time. But is that enough to satisfy Darth OnlyFans?
Sadness, happiness, I am above it all. I only care about one thing, that is restitution. Louise's time is coming. I don't expect you to understand the significance of that. You are a lowly simp, licking the shit off an STD-infested asshole.
Louise Julie's time is coming. She's been slowly tormented and broken down for months. Her simps cannot save her. And on June 6th, it was also time for the Shill clones to activate. Soon, the very reality the Shills live in will be questioned and forever changed.
Fire at will, Commander.
Social media should be a place where we can share our love for the franchise.
Without being attacked for what we enjoy.
I am becoming more powerful than any Jedi has ever dreamed of.
Your arrogance blinds you. Now you will experience the full power of the dark side.
When someone attacks you for being who you are.
Remember,
there are more of us.